This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Prime. In association with Micromax. Nothing like anything.
Hi everyone, I'm Rajiv Makhni. Welcome to Nokia. Your Wish is My App Season 2. Now I have a riddle for you today. What's common to ketchup, politicians and X-rays? Well, apart from the fact that only one of them tastes good with chips, all of them have something to do with the apps that will be presented today. And here to drool over them with me is, as always, the textraordinary Kalki Kekla. Welcome once again to the show. May I just say that you delayed the entire show due to what you're wearing today. All my producers, who are all girls, wanted to talk more about clothes than anything else with you.
Well, I think it's very important that first of all we up the glam of this show.
All right, and of course, jury member number 2, the chef with the pleasing home screen, Vikas Khanna. Vikas, tell me, what did I mean by that? Pleasing home screen क्या हो सकता है?
पता नहीं रोटी का काम होएगा कोई something with the food.
Now, the thing is that really big film stars have personal shoppers.
I never carry clothes from one country to the other. I have a rule, I don't carry suitcases. So if I travel, if I'm going to a country to research, so I'll buy clothes from that country, and when I'm checking out of that country, I'll donate all the clothes.
All right, but welcome again, Vikas. Great to have you here.
Likewise.
And of course, the very cuddly, very cheerful, and Chernobyl-like Vishal Gondal. And we already...
Chernobyl-like cheerful, wow.
it is. I mean, you have that. The differing
That quality.
personality that is out
All
there.
that's missing are the wings at the back.
Thank you very much again. And of course, in pink today, the big boss of big business, Sanjeev Bikhchandani. Now, before we started off, there was a comment out here that you've had to actually reboot your entire wardrobe out here. Is that true?
Well, I didn't buy anything, but I had to dig deep.
Dig much deeper.
Yes,
saying,
it's not what I normally
No
wear.
greys and blues.
I don't wear pink to office.
Oh, you don't? All right. So, no greys and blues on the
No,
set.
no.
And on that very happy note, I shall start by calling in the 5 contestants. There will be 5 people who will present their app ideas today. They will have 60 seconds each, at the end of which this jury will ask them tough questions and some will ask very sweet questions. We will then rate them out of 10. There will be a tiebreaker at the end if needed, and all other rules as the show comes by. Today's first applicant wants to help friends stay in touch with each other forever and ever, and then ever after. Was this idea inspired by ripe red tomatoes, and what does one thing have to do with another? I have no idea, but I'm sure we'll find out very soon when Bangalore's Arjun Chetna will actually be here to present. All things good?
Yes.
Ready? You're the first one to make sure that you have absolutely open wide canvas. Your
Sure.
60 seconds to tell us about your app idea. Start now.
Okay. So imagine a really dark, desolate road. A single woman is walking down the road. Suddenly, she's in a new neighborhood. She realizes that her phone has started buzzing. Catch app, which is my app, pops up a notification. It says that you're in a new neighborhood. Your college friend, who you haven't spoken to in over 6 months, is now living in this neighborhood. Why don't you actually click here and form a quick coffee date or a quick meetup with him or her? So Ketchup is an app that analyzes your social data in terms of your contacts, your messages, your mail, your calendar appointments, and creates events and at particular key moments tries to kind of interact with your friends. So it's like for over 6 weeks you haven't spoken to your best friend. Why don't you actually give him a call now? You haven't called your mom in about 3 months now. Why don't you send an email or an SMS or a tweet? I don't know, whatever is your thing.
Why is it called ketchup?
It will be
Because
actually catch
it's
up.
not catch app.
He spells it as catch up, but it's
But it
the
means
phonetic
catch
of
up.
catch up.
Catch
Creative.
app.
I would say there's some uniqueness about this because a lot of people are trying to do reminder apps and location friend finding apps. So you're kind of combining the functionality of 2-3 different apps into one.
There is an element of geofencing. There is an element of reminders, but then it is also kind of contextual. So it's trying to plan reminders at particular key moments.
My concern is it differentiated enough?
Is it
from
original
existing
enough?
apps.
There are a lot of other apps that have been applied in really interesting ways. Abroad, you can actually use Google Calendars with hotel reservations. So hotels have a way to actually let you reserve a seat or a table using Google Calendar. Now, here the idea is that the app not only reserves the place, but it also helps you choose who you're reserving it with.
All right, I think that's pretty much all the questions we have and observations we have. Thank you. Well thought out. Let's find out what the jury eventually marks you. So while Arjun catches his breath, we'll move on to our next applicant. Here's a young man who thinks politics is a game. Well, I mean, it is a game, but it's usually you and me that are getting played every time. Anyhow, here to present his app idea is Bangalore's Shiva Prasadam. Hi, good to have you here. So this is politics in a game put together.
Yeah.
That in itself is very unique because, like I said, we all get played, but
Yeah.
this time maybe we'll get to play politics.
So
all yours.
power and politics are the two edifices that is craved by one and all, but it is only bestowed upon a fortunate few. What my app does is it gives you this feel-good satisfaction associated with power to each and everyone who uses this game. When you enter my application, you will be assigned a party based on your preferences. The cluster of parties make different countries. So you'll be fighting within your own party against different parties and against different countries. And after that, you'll be assigned certain funds. So you can erect hospitals, roads, you can build roads, and you can build schools. When you swipe left to my application, you could literally see your country grow. You can get a notification that, yeah, 2 new roads were built. And your winnability score depends on the endorsement that you get. It's like the endorsement from your Facebook friends or anything, and the endorsement made to you on the discussion board where you take a vital stand on issues like euthanasia and death penalties and all those stuff. Let's introduce some fun into politics and get a whole new perspective.
Interesting.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
even
a-
I
is
like
it a
it. Yeah, I think it
RTS?
could be a really addictive game.
Is it an RTS game? What is it?
Yeah.
Is it a real-time strategy game? Do
Yeah,
you
yeah,
play-
real-time strategy
you know,
game.
It's like it's
yeah,
like, it's like
they-
SimCity kind of a thing that you play as a politician
Yeah,
and you go along.
there'll be different countries around the world. I mean, after each batch fills, the country will go live.
He's just giving some bunch of words. He does not have any idea what this game is going to do because you don't know what a real-time strategy game is. Which is
can't
the
present
real-time
games.
strategy game have you played?
No, you can't present games in this show.
No. I mean, what real-time strategy
It's
game
a
have you
sin
played?
to present a game on the show for sure.
But the thing is, elections and politics
I
have
know, I'm
always
saying that
occupied our
since
mind
you're saying
space.
it's a game, I'm asking you what
Yeah.
are the real-time strategy games you have played?
Yeah, I played this Clash of Clans and then.
You played Clash of Clans.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think? How is this going to be comparable to a Clash of Clans? What are you going to do differently?
It's not comparable. See, when you go into a house, your father switches on the TV. The first thing you see is politics and all
Yes.
those. So it brings in that element
I'm
to the
saying that
game.
how will the game work? That's what I'm trying to understand. So what is
Yeah.
my UI?
I mean, when you swipe left of the screen, you can see 2 new roads came up, and when you zoom it, you can see the roads and like stuff like that. No.
No, good thoughts. So some of us obviously have liked the whole idea and concept, but like I said, if you make it to the finale,
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
really love to know. Gameplay would be
Yeah,
vital
sure,
on this one.
sure.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thanks a
sir.
lot. Next up, someone who thinks that voice command should be about more than asking your phone whether it meant it and it said it loved you. Here to expose the lies that heartless gadgets tell. No, I'm sorry. Here to present the app is Mumbai's Umakant. All right, so we are good. Let's find out where are you taking the voice command industry to?
Yeah, actually, this app is mainly useful for visually challenged people. Okay, so it's like we have smartphones, higher-end phones, but still blind, visually challenged people are not able to use the smartphones at all, right? And also we have voice commands, voice tags, voice assistants like Siri, Iris, many things. There's no useful app, fully useful app for blind people actually. Without touching the phone 365 days, 24/7, he should be able to use the phone through voice only. So that's what my app.
So you're saying from the ground up, right from the beginning core of this app, it should be for the visually challenged.
Yes.
Where the phone, its entire ecosystem and whatever it's doing because of this app it's very aware that the person who's going to use this cannot actually see the screen. You want to build an entire thing. So voice command is only one part of it. You're
Yeah,
saying so much more around for the visually challenged.
Yes.
These features are already there, right? Disability features are there. I mean, Windows
Only
Phone has
accessibility,
it.
it is
I
like
think
pre-built.
iOS also does this.
No, pre-built voice commands, that's it, right? Pre-configured, those are all. There's no, we
So
can,
in short, what you have to then do is build an OS. You are not building an app.
no, it is an app only, but it will run as a service, right? Background service, which runs
You're
continuously.
saying if the OS itself is not capable of doing this, how can you build an app on top
But
of
if
it?
the OS itself is what this app gets loaded onto, it gets these extra features. I'll tell you what, tell us one thing that this app will do that the current feature set isn't doing. Just one.
Everything with the phone, without touching the phone, everything actually. Like now we have our smartphone, we are normal people, right? We use continuously, like we consider social networks. He's going to social networks and he's tweeting, he wants to tweet, he wants to say the text
You're saying
message.
everything that we can-
Anything, yeah.
So let's say there's a visually impaired person. He wants to open Facebook, look at all the friends' feed, and look at 5 photographs and like it. How will you do it using your app?
Yeah, using my app is like, it will only say actually, yeah, these are the friends list. It will say the names also, right? And then, okay, the profile change, those kind of things cannot be still done, obviously, but then, yeah.
So then it's just a reader of whatever is on the screen, it reads it out. That's
It
what
reads
is.
it out without, without the blind, the visually challenged guy picking up the phone, and
That's
it is like
exactly what
365
right
days.
now, I mean, this is the feature which all the OS has.
So good. I think we get what the app is all about, and I think that's pretty much all the questions. Thank you. Break time here on the Nokia Your Wish is My App show. But when we return, we'll have an applicant that wants to turn your smartphone into a shopping catalog, but with a big difference, and another who thinks the answer to life, the universe, and everything resides on your phone. Don't go anywhere. That's what I'll have for you when I come back.